Hello, hello everyone. This is Blood Queen Tarot, and I am here to do a reading for Divine Feminine. So, Divine Feminine, this is your weekly reading for this week. So, please keep in mind that this reading, it may or may not resonate with you. Some parts of the reading might resonate, other parts of the reading might not. As well, keep in mind that time is fluid. So, this reading can manifest this week. It can manifest later on down the line of time. Or this present reading could be past energy for you. If this present reading is past energy for you, then there might be answers or closure for you in this present reading pertaining to your past situation or circumstance. So, Divine Feminine, I did get messages for you during the pre-shuffle. And I picked up on the, is like energy. Divine Feminine, the energy was very calm, very peaceful. I also picked up, Divine Feminine, this week, might go by very fast for you, very quickly. Or it's like Divine Feminine, you could be very calm this week, very like at peace, just in life. You're having a good week. Or Divine Feminine, you're coming to terms or you're coming to peace with a situation. But I picked up very calm. The energy is very calm and peaceful. Divine Feminine, I also picked up that your Ten of Cups is going to happen gradually or nonchalantly. So I picked up several scenarios. So Divine Feminine, you might find out you're pregnant this week. Or find out somebody else is pregnant. Or Divine Feminine, you might tell somebody else that you're pregnant this week. But it's the way the person presents the message. The way the person presents the message is very calm or like very nonchalant. So Divine Feminine, this could be a situation where you find out you're pregnant and you just take the pregnancy test and sit it in front of your child's father or your husband. Like something is very like, here you go. Like very nonchalant, very calm. The nonchalantness is not too much a bad thing. It's just something that just happened, Divine Feminine. That's the energy I picked up. Like somebody just was like, here you go. So I picked up on the scenario, Divine Feminine, you could be delivering a message, and it's the way you deliver it that you're pregnant, or somebody's going to deliver that message to you that they're pregnant. But I heard, Divine Feminine, you're going to receive your Ten of Cups gradually or nonchalantly. Divine Feminine, I also picked up another scenario to where, Divine Feminine, your child might give you like a runaway scare. Or Divine Feminine, you might have a scare with your child. I don't think no one's going to kidnap your child, Divine Feminine. I think your child is just going to leave or like run away. And it's like, Divine Feminine, your child might come back home very nonchalantly. So Divine Feminine, your child might go missing for a day or two or a couple of hours, longer than normal, Divine Feminine. And you might be a little bit panicked. If it's the scenario, Divine Feminine, where your child just like walk off, or they stay away from home a couple of days, or Divine Feminine, you told your child to be back home around 3 and they don't get back home till about 10 o'clock at night. Divine Feminine, your child is not like in danger. Your child didn't get kidnapped. Your child just literally nonchalantly just left. They walked off. They just left. For some of you guys, Divine Feminine, I picked up that your child is going to come home. Divine Feminine, your child either doesn't understand the magnitude, or they don't have the understanding because they're a child. Your child could be a preteen. Divine Feminine, your child don't understand why you're upset or why you're worried. They don't understand. So it's like, Divine Feminine, your child might come back home later on, like in the night, and looking at you like you crazy because you upset. You could be scolding your child, yelling at your child. They don't understand why you're worried or upset. The other scenario I picked up on, Divine Feminine, for some of you guys, your child did that on purpose. Divine Feminine, your child wanted you to worry about them. They wanted you to panic. Your child did it on purpose. And then they're going to just nonchalantly just come back home. Like, I'm here. Like, that's the energy I picked up on. Very nonchalant. But Divine Feminine, it was someone that make you happy. Because I heard your Ten of Cups is going to come gradually. Or like nonchalantly. So I picked up the news of a child, the news of a pregnancy. Or Divine Feminine, some of you guys, your child is just like going to leave home or run away. And again, Divine Feminine, for some of y'all, your child did this ignorantly. Like, they don't understand because they're a child. They don't understand why you're worried or why you're upset, Divine Feminine. Because they was missing for a couple of days. The other scenario I picked up on, Divine Feminine, your child did this on purpose. They wanted you to panic for whatever, I don't know why, but they wanted you to panic, they wanted you to worry, and they wanted you to, like, miss them. Divine Feminine, I don't know if your child is trying to prove a point to you. Your child could feel unappreciated or something like that. Or Divine Feminine, your child could be trying to undermine you to get something their way. So your child is going to go missing for, like, hours at a time or, like, a day or two. Yeah, and some of y'all, your child did it on purpose. But they're going to come back, though. They're going to come back. So, I got 3 oracle decks out here for you. Divine Feminine, from this deck right here, this is your overall energy. So, this deck right here is your overall energy. And I'm going to pull on this deck. This is the self-care deck. And this card is just for like another message. Just for an extra message for you for this week, Divine Feminine. So let me pull your oracle. Alright, what's Divine Feminine's oracle for this week? And I made up my mind because usually I read reversals concerning the oracle decks. I do read reversals. But this week I'm not going to do reversals for the weekly reading. At least not for the oracle cards. I'm not going to do reversals. So if it come out in reverse, I'm putting it in upright. Alright, so what's Divine Feminine's oracle overall energy for this week? 2 came out. Oh yeah. So I wanted to say too, and to clarify, I was doing a little bit of research, Google and things like that concerning the Mercury retrograde. And I found out that Mercury is in Gemini. So that's probably why I was picking up on a lot of Gemini energy during my pre-shuffles and my readings. That's probably why, because Mercury retrograde is in Gemini. And I think it's going to be in Gemini until May the 22nd, I believe. Mercury retrograde is in the sign of Gemini. So it's like, I knew I kept picking up on that energy. Because my cards keep coming out a certain type of way. And when my cards do that, I pick up Gemini energy. So, I just wanted to say that and clarify that. Because I brought it up in Aries monthly reading for May. I said it in Aries reading. And I think a couple of other readings I spoke on that. Like that Gemini energy. So, I just wanted to clarify that with you guys. Because I had to clarify it with myself first. Because I was wondering what was going on. Why my cards kept coming out in twos like that. And it just started happening like maybe a week or 2 ago. It's like all my cards coming out in twos. So Mercury retrograde is in the sign of Gemini. And I think it's going to be in Gemini until May the 22nd, I believe. And then it's going into, Mercury retrograde is going into the sign of Taurus. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. So what's Divine Feminine's oracle for this week? What's Divine Feminine's oracle for this week? All right, we have By the Book. So this is number 11. By the Book. All right, so I'm going to read it. so by the book, Divine Feminine, that's your overall energy. And that's your oracle. So, what does it say? Number 11, by the book. I don't know whether I want to wear my glasses or take them off. I keep putting them on, then taking them off, putting them on, then taking them off. Alright, so number 11, by the book. Alright, so Divine Feminine, I just heard some of you guys, some of y'all children could be just going through the stage of rebellion. And your child don't appreciate, Divine Feminine, that you do things by the book. Your child don't like this. Because they could be going through that rebellious phase or whatever. So I just heard that as well. So let me read it. Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. So that's what this energy is about. Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. All right. So Divine Feminine, something could be going on this week concerning your culture. And your child don't want to participate or they don't want to attend. So Divine Feminine, I think in retaliation, your child feels as though you're making them do something that they don't want to do, or you're making them do something, making them go somewhere that they don't want to go. So Divine Feminine, for some of you guys, be mindful. Your child is going to like run away because they don't want to do this, or they don't want to go to this place. Something you guys probably do traditionally because of your culture. Yeah, so that's what that could be. Because I picked up that energy during the pre-shuffle. Somebody's child gonna walk off. And some of them did it on purpose. Yeah, cultural or family customs. Yeah. Yeah, for some of y'all, your child, this child could be a preteen too. Yeah, they might walk off or run away on purpose. But they gonna come back though. Because they don't want to do something. That could be pertaining to y'all culture or your family customs or something like that. Yeah. All right. So what's the Divine Feminine self-care card for this week? All right. So we have intention. Number 1, intention. That's a number 1, intention. So, what if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? So, this is about self-love, Divine Feminine. Self-love, something to do with intention. Your intentions, Divine Feminine. And it's asking you a question. Your self-care card this week is asking you a question. It say, what if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? So, Divine Feminine, I think you could be going through some type of confusion this week or in the past, and you didn't have a solution. But Divine Feminine, I think the self-care card is your solution. Your solution. And I think the resolution that you need to make, Divine Feminine, is to love yourself more. Love yourself more. I heard that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. It don't appear like it, Divine Feminine, but this is the bottom line. This is the cause of like your drama or conflict or some type of confusion, because Divine Feminine, you're not loving yourself enough. So Divine Feminine, this could be pertaining to your household, your family, or like maybe your immediate family, like your household, your home, or just your family in general. You're not loving yourself enough, Divine Feminine. So I just heard tiredness. So Divine Feminine, you could be very tired or lethargic. You lack energy because you're not loving yourself like you should. So Divine Feminine, you gotta, you will know more than I do, Divine Feminine. So something is going on in your day-to-day life, Divine Feminine. This could be you feeling tired or something like that. Or you feel as though your family is taking advantage of you, or your children don't appreciate you, or something like that. And Divine Feminine, I think that's not really the issue. I think the issue is you're not loving yourself like you should, or you need to love yourself more. Yeah, because it say, what if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? So Divine Feminine is letting me know you're trying to solve a problem. You need a solution to a problem that's going on. Yeah. So Divine Feminine, you could be doing several things, or Divine Feminine, you're solving other people problems except your own, or something like that. It say, what if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? So Divine Feminine, you could be a lawyer and you help other people or you solve other people's problems. But yeah, Divine Feminine, I see you. You solve a lot of people's problems. You solve their problems. And Divine Feminine, your only issue is you need to love yourself more, whatever that means. That could mean taking time off work. That could mean reprioritizing your life or something like that. Something like that going on in intention. So Divine Feminine, say like you are a lawyer. It's like, Divine Feminine, what is your intentions? Is it about the money? Or is it about self-care, taking care of yourself? Or is your intentions on money or something like that? Do you work a lot because you need money? Or should you set different intentions? Like to take care of yourself. Or something like that could be going on. Because it could be telling me, first of all, like number one could be saying, first of all, Divine Feminine, is your intentions, like your motives, your intentions. First things first, what is your intention? Why are you feeling tired all the time? Why is your health going bad? First things first, Divine Feminine, what are your intentions? Why do you work so much? Why are you doing that? Why are you putting other people before yourself? Why? What's your intentions for that? Like, that's what I'm picking up on. So it could be something like that going on. Because sometimes you got to ask yourself questions to get to the bottom of something. Yeah, so number one, I'd heard first things first. Or first of all, Divine Feminine. Something like that, yeah. All right, so this is the Sacred Destiny deck right here. I think it's called Sacred Destiny. Okay, give me a message for Divine Feminine for this week from this deck right here. Yeah, then we have Adventures. Adventures. So Divine Feminine, you could be experiencing adventures this week. I also just heard adventures of the mind. Adventures of the mind. So this could be like your imagination, Divine Feminine, your inner child, your imagination. Or you're literally physically going on some type of adventure. Or Divine Feminine, you could be watching movies or something of wildlife or something like that. Or you could be visiting the zoo or something. But this is another message for you. Something about adventures. Like, I'm picking up the energy of the possibilities are endless. But I heard adventures of the mind. So Divine Feminine, you might start thinking about something from a different perspective. You might also receive a download or something that's very, very like entertaining for you. Like when somebody say, I'm glad I thought of that. Like something like that is going on. Divine Feminine, you're going to be glad you thought of something. Or you change your perspective about something. And I heard the possibilities are endless. The adventures that go on in your mind. Yeah, for some of y'all, this is the mind. Your mind. M-I-N-D, the mind. And I'm spelling it just in case if I'm saying it, you guys don't hear me correctly. That's why I'm spelling it. When I'm reading, if I spell a word, it's not to belittle somebody. I spell a word when I feel as though I'm saying it, and you guys are going to misunderstand what I'm saying. That's the reason why I spell a word. It's not to belittle anyone. It's to attempt to communicate, to get my point across clearly without a misunderstanding. So let me just go ahead and jump into the tarot. All right, so what's going on with Divine Feminine this week? What can Divine Feminine expect? What's going on with Divine Feminine this week? All right, first card out, the Nine of Cups. So, Divine Feminine, you could be a water sign dealing with a water sign. You got water in your chart, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So some type of wish fulfillment, Divine Feminine. Yeah, some type of wish fulfillment. Divine Feminine, for some of y'all, I just heard it again. Your child is going to come back home. Your child is not in danger. For whoever this energy manifests for, your child is not in danger. Divine Feminine, your child just left. Yeah, nobody did harm to your child. And Divine Feminine, your child is going to come back home. So wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups. And Divine Feminine, I said you're going to get your Ten of Cups gradually. You're going to get your Ten of Cups gradually. Divine Feminine, I also just heard too, it might be your lover or something that might gradually tell you he loves you, or gradually or nonchalantly propose to you or something like that. Or it's like Divine Feminine, this man is going to like gradually or nonchalantly declare his love for you. But it's like Divine Feminine, you got to get the hint or pick up on the hints or something like that. Divine Feminine, I heard it during the pre-shuffle. You're going to get your Ten of Cups gradually or nonchalantly. It's going to happen very like subtle or nonchalant. So this is pregnancy, a man declaring his love for you, or a child returning home. Yeah. Or it could be other things too. But Divine Feminine, you're going to get your Ten of Cups gradually. And I heard, or nonchalantly. All right, then we had a Knight of Wands. So Divine Feminine, you could be a fire sign, or you dealing with a fire sign. Or you got fire in your chart. A Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The Knight of Wands. Yeah. Divine Feminine, the Knight of Wands could be you. And it could be letting me know, Divine Feminine, that I heard dare to change. Like I dare you to change. I dare you to think something from a different perspective. Like Divine Feminine, you're going to like unexpectedly make a bold move or a bold change. And it could be the way you're looking at something. Or you're starting to understand your lover's love language. Or something like that. Yeah, so it's like Divine Feminine, you're going to start like maybe not being so tense or something. You're making a bold move and a bold change. And Divine Feminine, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Or Divine Feminine, you could be accepting something about either somebody in your energy that you care about. You're just going to accept something about somebody, Divine Feminine. It could be an aspect of someone. This could be a child or a lover. It's an aspect of somebody, Divine Feminine, that you was trying to change. And Divine Feminine, I think you're going to let that go and just accept that this is just the way this person is. Or you're misunderstanding somebody's love language or something. And you might make a bold move and a bold change to see something from a different perspective. Like your wish fulfillment. Like Divine Feminine, this could be something like, Divine Feminine, maybe you have your wish fulfillment already. This could be a situation where Divine Feminine, you have several lovers. And you might get confirmation, Divine Feminine, that you already met your soulmate. Or your Divine Masculine is already in your energy. So to like stop looking, stop searching for love. Because you know how people say you friend zone your lover. Or you friend zone your Divine Masculine. So it's like Divine Feminine, you already have something. You already have something. You just probably have to change your perspective. Or view something in a totally different light. It's like Divine Feminine, you're starting to realize you do already have your wish fulfillment. Or something like that. Or I heard I can make this work. Divine Feminine, you might be realizing you can make something work. Or you're realizing how to make something work. How to get something to run more smoothly. So basically, this is like Divine Feminine, you're solving a problem. A problem is being solved, but it has something to do with like thinking, like the mind, critical thinking. I'm picking up on the mind. You got to change your perspective on something. And don't delay. That's what I'm hearing too. Don't delay. Divine Feminine, when you get a download or something is revealed to you, don't delay. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, the Knight of Wands is not waiting. The Knight of Wands ain't waiting. All right, so then the Two of Pentacles came out. Yeah, yeah. So Divine Feminine, you could be an earth sign, or you dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn Taurus, a Virgo. And then the Seven of Pentacles came out with the Two of Pentacles. So we got more earth energy, Capricorn Taurus, a Virgo. Yeah, see? We got the Nine of Cups, and we got the Nine of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles is Nine Pentacles. So, Divine Feminine, I think this week, you're going to change from being practical. You're going to get into your emotions. You're going to tap into your intuition or your emotions. Because it's like the Knight of Wands is Divine Feminine, the Knight of Wands is leaving behind the Pentacles and going towards the Cups. So, Divine Feminine, I don't know. You could have been in your masculine energy in the past too much. And you might tap into your feminine energy, your emotions, or your intuition. Because when you was in that Nine of Pentacles, Divine Feminine, you could have been like a little bit too masculine or something. Or it's like, because the Nine of Pentacles is here, it's like Divine Feminine, you was like self-sufficient, an independent woman. And it's like Divine Feminine, you might realize that you could have been driving your lover away. Because maybe you could have been overcompensating or something. You was being too independent or something like that. A little bit, a tad bit selfish, a little bit Divine Feminine. Yeah, Divine Feminine with the Two of Pentacles, with the Seven of Pentacles. This is like you on your grind. This is like you on your grind. Yeah, Divine Feminine, you could have been... Divine Feminine, this is a situation where... It's like, Divine Feminine, say like you dealing with a lover. And you looking for a job. Divine Feminine, you be on your grind. Every day you get up and you go out and you look for a job. But it's like, Divine Feminine, you be aggravated. You be so... You're just upset because you're under the pressure of finding employment. And it's like, Divine Feminine, your lover tell you, you know, Divine Feminine, don't worry about it. You know... If you don't find a job, I got you. Just calm down. Don't get angry. Just calm down. And it's like Divine Feminine, it's like you was shutting down. It's like Divine Feminine, you wouldn't have sex with this man. You wouldn't have sex with him. You was not nice to this man in the morning time. When it's like Divine Feminine, you go to bed, you grouchy. When you wake up in the morning, you grouchy. Because you could be under some type of pressure. But it's like this week, Divine Feminine, it might dawn on you to like if your lover say, Divine Feminine, can we have intercourse this morning? Like, and it's like, Divine Feminine, you might be like, all right, fine. It's like, Divine Feminine, you got to get out of your masculine energy and tap into your emotions or your intuition. It's like, Divine Feminine, you could be going so hard that you didn't realize, like, you stopped having sex with your lover. It's like, Divine Feminine, you gotta do something for this man, go off somewhere and you know he's gonna find somebody else. Something like that I see in the cards, yeah. Yeah, it's like Divine Feminine, you was trying to figure out how to make something work. Or you was in the process of working on a project, building something, or you was looking for employment or something. You was like on a grind, but it was like very strenuous, maybe even on the mind. So, Divine Feminine, you could be in school and you have a lot of, like, tests coming up. So, you was putting in all your energy into, like, one specific thing. And you was neglecting something else. Because you was thinking about the money, education, school, this business, self-employed, looking for a job, looking for a babysitter. I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. You was 9 Pentacles, Divine Feminine. That's self-sufficient, doing everything on your own, being single and abundant. Independence. That's what the 9 of Pentacles is about. And Divine Feminine, you're going to leave your independence behind a little bit and balance something. Get into your emotions or your intuition. Or something like that. Alright. So, what's going on with the 9 of Cups? What's going on with the 9 of Cups? Divine Feminine, I also see in the cards that you're single, and Divine Feminine, you was focused on one lover. Divine Feminine, you was focused on one lover, and I think that this lover that you was focused on, this lover was, you was into this lover more than he was into you. And it's like, Divine Feminine, this week you gonna snap out of it. You're going to snap out of it and start matching somebody's energy. And Divine Feminine, if you have like other lovers or something, if you have options in love, you're going to behave accordingly. It's like, Divine Feminine, if you're single, you're going to behave like you're single. If this lover that you was giving all your attention to is not reciprocating your affection, Divine Feminine, you going to back up. You're going to pull your energy back from this other lover. Like something like that. Yeah, I see that happening too. It's like, Divine Feminine, you're going to snap out of it. You're going to snap out of it. Like the Knight of Wands, like, woo, almost fell into my feelings. Or something like that, Divine Feminine. Because this, I'm picking up, if this is like a lover and you're single, and you have options in love, Divine Feminine, this, one of your lovers, you was more into them than they was into you. So it's like, Divine Feminine, you're going to snap out of it. And be like, let me leave him alone a little bit. And, you know, yeah, Divine Feminine, you just going to match their energy. You're going to match this lover's energy. So it's like, if this lover don't call you, you ain't going to call him. Divine Feminine, something like that. So, we had the Empress. So, Divine Feminine, you could be a Taurus or a Libra, or you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. The Empress could really be any sign, though. But mainly Taurus or Libra. Yeah, Divine Feminine, you was chasing something. You was chasing the bag, or you was chasing a lover, or you was chasing something. But it's like, Divine Feminine, the Empress don't chase. The Empress receives. The Empress do not chase. Divine Feminine, I don't know if you was trying to buy a man's love, or you was giving this man more affection than he was give something. Divine Feminine, you wasn't behaving like the Empress. So you're going to have to get out of being practical, this masculine energy over here with these 9 of Pentacles, and get in your feminine energy, this 9 of Cups, or your intuition. And that's when you're going to get in your proper position, Divine Feminine. The Empress. Yeah, the Empress is abundant. The Empress is self-sufficient too, but in a more high vibrational way. Yeah, the Empress is almost like the 9 of Pentacles, but more high vibrational, more experienced. So, Divine Feminine, you was Divine Feminine, you was acting like you didn't know something. But like I said, Divine Feminine, you gonna snap out of it. You was just okay, I just heard it. Divine Feminine, you wasn't multitasking like you should have been. You was, but you wasn't. Something like that. But you're going to get back into your Empress energy, Divine Feminine. So like I said, Divine Feminine, if this man don't call you, you're not calling him. And that's the Empress. Divine Feminine, if your child don't respect you, there's going to be consequences. That's the Empress. Like, it's got to be equal give and take. It got to be respect. The Empress. Yeah, you're not going to, something or somebody, Divine Feminine, you're not going to let somebody take advantage of you or run over you or abuse your authority or your love for them. That's like things that the Empress keep in check. Like things like that. Whether it's a lover, your child, a boss. The Empress, The Empress don't put up with certain stuff. The Empress is like of service. The Empress provides service, but to who deserve it. Like to a certain extent. The Empress know who deserves her service and who don't deserve her services. Yeah, something like that. Ooh. So let me see something. Alright, so Divine Feminine is showing me in the cards when you get in your water energy. This is your feminine energy or your intuition or your emotions. When you tap into the water element, Divine Feminine, you're the Empress. So you're in your rightful position. Your feminine energy. Let me see. I want to know, Divine Feminine, what energy, what you was doing when you was 9 Pentacles. Okay. What energy was Divine Feminine in when she was 9 Pentacles? There's 2 of Pentacles with the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, see. Yeah. Divine Feminine, you was in your masculine energy. You was the Emperor. So, Divine Feminine, you was in your masculine energy. It's like, Divine Feminine, you was going hard body when you didn't have to. It's like, Divine Feminine, it's understandable. So, like I said, Divine Feminine, this is like you living with a man, your lover or whoever. And Divine Feminine, you stressing, you grouchy because you want your own money. You want your own job. And your lover, your man is telling you, Divine Feminine, I understand you looking, you know, you want your independence, you want your own. But just calm down because I'm still here for you. I'll be here for you. The bills is going to get paid. You're going to be fine. So just calm down. It's like, Divine Feminine, you was just upset. You wouldn't have sex with this man because you was trying to get something done, Divine Feminine. You was being like very masculine. So it's like you acted like this man wasn't there, Divine Feminine, until you was finished with something, until you got something done. Yeah, you was being the Emperor. Yeah, very masculine, very stoic. The Emperor is a no-nonsense type of energy. And the Emperor is can be very controlling. Yeah. So, Divine Feminine, I think you just, you might find balance this week. Yeah. You're going to find balance. I was watching this movie one time, and I forgot which movie it was. But the man was saying, sometimes, this man was telling another man, he says, sometimes you just have to run to emotional safety. I was cracking up. I forgot which movie that was. But Divine Feminine, that's what you're doing. You're running to emotional safety. Like, to get out of some type of trouble. So, Divine Feminine, I don't know if you was being too hard on a child or a lover or something. Or you was being too hard on yourself. Divine Feminine, you was being too hard over something. It could have even been it could have been even yourself. Yeah, it's like, Divine Feminine, somebody was getting ready to leave you. Whether this is a child, a spouse, or you was getting ready to leave you. Like you was losing your mind, Divine Feminine, because you didn't know how to fix something. But it was because you was too much in your masculine energy, Divine Feminine. Like you was losing a part of you. Maybe your feminine side. I don't know, Divine Feminine, what you was doing. But you're going to have to run to emotional safety. Or something. What's going on with the Knight of Fire? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, we got Justice, yeah. Divine Feminine, you could be a Libra, or you dealing with a Libra, you got Libra in your chart, yeah. Divine Feminine, you gonna do the right thing. You gonna do the right thing, Justice. Because something's gonna be brought to your attention, Divine Feminine. You're gonna realize something. Where you was going wrong or where somebody else was going wrong. You're gonna realize something, Divine Feminine. Yeah, you're going to do the right thing when you realize it. So, Divine Feminine, this is the type of energy where somebody realized where they went wrong. And it's like, Divine Feminine, when you realize your error, it's like you're not going to be too proud to acknowledge it or admit something. You're not too prideful to admit when you're wrong. That's what I see in the cards. Yeah, you just going to change it. Whatever this is, you're going to do the right thing and be fair in the situation. Yeah. So, Divine Feminine, you're balancing being practical with your emotions or your intuition. You're balancing. Yeah. So, Divine Feminine, I don't know. This could be you taking time off of work to spend more time at home with your children or your lover. You might take some days off of work, or Divine Feminine, leave work early or something. Yeah, I just heard a sacrifice too. So, Divine Feminine, you might make a small sacrifice this week. And it could be something as simple as, Divine Feminine, you might leave work a little bit early, like twice this week, and do something with your kids or something, because maybe you know, you probably was working all the time, Divine Feminine, or something like that. Or you wasn't spending time with your lover. Something like that, Divine Feminine. What's going on with this Two of Pentacles? Yeah, the Fool. Yeah. Divine Feminine, you was working on something. You was embarking on a new journey. Divine Feminine, you could be an Aries or an Aquarius, or you dealing with those signs, or you got that in your chart. Yeah. Divine Feminine, you was juggling something. Yeah, and it was like a new, something new. So like I said, Divine Feminine, this could be you looking for work. Juggling school with work. Juggling school with kids. School, something. Divine Feminine, it was something new that you didn't want to mess up. So this could be school. You was juggling something, but it was new. So it's like, Divine Feminine, or this is a lover or something. Something new, Divine Feminine, that you did not want to mess up. So this could have been a job, Divine Feminine, and you could still be like under probation at your job or something. But it's like, Divine Feminine, I know you was on probation at work, but something else required your attention. And it could be your children or something like that. So it's like, Divine Feminine, it's like, say like you under 90-day probation. And it's like your 90 days is up this week. But it's like, Divine Feminine, you haven't called out. You was never late. So it's like, Divine Feminine, if something, Divine Feminine, you was, this is like, Divine Feminine, you getting a phone call, like, from your child's school or something. And it's like, Divine Feminine, you didn't want to, like, leave work. It's like you put your child, I'm giving that for example. Because, Divine Feminine, you wanted to prove yourself as worthy because you were still under probation at work or something. But it's like, Divine Feminine, something else required you. Something else or somebody else needed you. And this job could have waited. Whether you was on 90-day probation or not. Something or somebody else needed your attention, Divine Feminine. And you wasn't heeding the call. Yeah. And it could have been a child, though. Or it was yourself, Divine Feminine. It could have been yourself. Or something like that. So, Divine Feminine, this could even be a situation where you at work. And your doctor said, Divine Feminine, you need testing done. You have to come in. You have to do this. And Divine Feminine, you told your doctor, nah. Y'all gonna wait until my 90 days over with at work. It's like, Divine Feminine, you was putting your livelihood before your health. Like something like you was, yeah, something like that you was doing. Like something else required top priority in your life. And Divine Feminine, you put it on the back burner. Because of like your livelihood, or you had to pay a bill or something like that. Or something like that was going on. Yeah. And then we got strength. Yeah. So Divine Feminine, you could be a Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo, and you got Leo in your chart. Yeah. Yeah. Divine Feminine, you could be a single mother or something. Yeah. It's like Divine Feminine, you wanted to like be strong in the situation, or to show yourself as worthy as the strong one, or to prove that you can handle something alone or something, Divine Feminine, with strength here. Or Divine Feminine is showing me you was restricting yourself. This is like it's like Divine Feminine, you did this to yourself. Whatever this is. But it's letting me know, Divine Feminine, you have like a lot of willpower. You have willpower. Like you endured something. So Divine Feminine, this could be a situation with your health. Like, or Divine Feminine, you could be pregnant. And your child's father or your boss or something could have been telling you to take time off, or you need to go on maternity leave. And Divine Feminine, you wouldn't. And it was driving you crazy. It's like Divine Feminine, you could be 8-9 months. And you was strength. Like, I can do this. I can go into work every day. I'm all right. Contractions and all. I can go to work. Strength, Divine Feminine. Yeah, Divine Feminine. Something like that you was doing. And your lover or something could have been telling you, Divine Feminine, it's time to, you know, you got to put in them papers, Divine Feminine. You're going to go into labor in a couple of days. You can't keep working like that or something like that. So, Divine Feminine, you was showing strength or something like that you was doing. Yeah, but it was jeopardizing something else. So Divine Feminine, I'm giving this for example. This could have been a situation where you was going into work. And Divine Feminine, say like you pregnant and you still working. You 8-9 months and you still going to work. And it's like Divine Feminine, every day you get out of work, you go home and like your blood pressure, it raises your blood pressure every time you get out of work. And you don't understand why every time I get out of work at 6 o'clock, I get home around 7. Then by 9 o'clock, my blood pressure through the roof. You like, why my blood pressure keep getting high around 9 o'clock? And it's like Divine Feminine, you wasn't too much connecting your blood pressure raising to you still being at work when you're not supposed to be at work. Something like that. But I think this week, Divine Feminine, you're going to connect the dots and realize why something keep happening. You're going to connect the dots. And then you're going to, you know, do what you got to do. You're going to do what you got to do. Yeah. Yep, so something like that going on. Hold on. All right, so let me put some issues out here. Divine Feminine, I had to pause the video. And I picked up that, Divine Feminine, you might have to, because Divine Feminine, this is your energy this week. This is how you're going to be. You're going to be doing something by the book, Divine Feminine. The Emperor, very strategic, strict, structure. You don't want to deviate from the plan. This could be cultural or some type of family tradition, Divine Feminine. You want to do something by the book. So, Divine Feminine, you can still do it by the book, but I heard, Divine Feminine, you might have to validate somebody's feelings or emotions. This could be a lover, a child. It could be any, or even yourself. So, Divine Feminine, this could be a situation where you might have to be honest with yourself. Because you was doing something traditionally, Divine Feminine. But you might have to say to yourself, excuse me, I had a burp. Divine Feminine, you might have to say to yourself, like, I really don't even like doing this. I'm only doing this because this is something I do traditionally or something pertaining to culture. But I me personally, I don't like this. Or this is really not for me. Like, Divine Feminine, you might have to be honest with yourself about something. Or validate somebody else's feelings. Or something like that. Or validate your own feelings or emotions. Like, be honest with yourself about something. So, for example, Divine Feminine, you could be working. And you work for, like, your family business or something. This is your family's legacy, a family business. And it's like, Divine Feminine, you might have to go to your aunts, grandmothers, your parents, and say, I'll still work here, but mommy, daddy, grandma, grandpa, me personally, I don't think this is for me. I'm doing this to help you guys out, but I don't think I can do this for much longer. I don't think this is for me. I don't think this is my passion. I don't think this is my calling. So, Divine Feminine, you could have been working somewhere out of tradition or for cultural purposes. But, Divine Feminine, this might not be for you. Or you need to take a break or something like that. You might have to validate your own feelings, Divine Feminine. How you feel about something. Yeah. Even if you still stay involved with this situation, Divine Feminine, you still might have to tell somebody how you truly feel about something. To get it off your chest or something like that. Alright. What's the issue going on out here with Divine Feminine? What's the issue going on with Divine Feminine? Okay, rude. Offensively impolite and ill manner or asshole. Yeah. So, Divine Feminine, you could have been being rude to somebody. Because I think, Divine Feminine, you wasn't being honest with yourself about something. It could be time for you to go on maternity leave. Or, Divine Feminine, you need to tell I heard self-inventory. Divine Feminine, you probably have to be honest with somebody. The reason why you keep snapping, you got an attitude, because you wasn't telling somebody how you truly felt about something. Or, Divine Feminine, you could have been being rude to your children or something. So, Divine Feminine, this could be you. You could be a soccer mom. And it's like, Divine Feminine, you work or you go to school and you signed your kids up for soccer, piano, ballet, football. It's like, Divine Feminine, you have your kids you keep your kids busy, Divine Feminine. But it's starting to become a burden on you, Divine Feminine. And you probably did that traditionally because that's what your parents did for you when you was growing up. You stayed active. You stayed into sports. You stayed doing this. But it's like, Divine Feminine, that's starting to become a burden for you. And you might have to be honest with yourself because you're starting to be rude, Divine Feminine. You tired of something. Yeah. So that could be a family tradition or something cultural. Like for you guys to stay active. You have to have your kids in sports. You have to do this. John got to be on a football team. Because his father was on a football team. Or your dad was on a football team. Or something like that. But Divine Feminine, it's a burden for you. Something could be a burden for you. Or you really don't like something. You was just doing it to appease somebody else. And Divine Feminine, it was causing you to be rude. Or something like that. Alright. Besides Divine Feminine, what's the issue going on out here? What's the issue? What is the issue? The overall issue? Yeah, emotionally withdrawn. Yeah, so Divine Feminine, you or somebody else, whatever that's going on, someone is emotionally withdrawn. Pulls back emotionally and bottles up their feelings. Yep. Yep. So Divine Feminine, this could be your child, your lover, or somebody could be emotionally withdrawn from you. Or something, Divine Feminine. I just heard the elephant in the room. So, Divine Feminine, something might have to be addressed. Or something like that. Yeah. The elephant in the room might have to be addressed. Because somebody is emotionally withdrawn. And Divine Feminine, you're being rude. And you could be being rude because somebody else is emotionally withdrawn. Or something. So, that's the issues going on out here. So Divine Feminine, Divine Feminine, you're probably not realizing why somebody emotionally withdrew from you. And it was because you was being rude. Because Divine Feminine, you could have been burdened by something. Or just the struggle of everyday life. You could have been being rude. And Divine Feminine, you didn't realize that's the reason why somebody emotionally withdrew from you. Because you was being rude. Or something like that. Or Divine Feminine, you was doing something for someone that was not appreciating you or something. Somebody probably Divine Feminine, somebody probably wasn't appreciating you. Or it could be your line of work. Divine Feminine, you don't feel no love because of your line of work. Divine Feminine, you could work with like people with mental health issues or problem like kids with challenging behaviors, and you do this on a consistent basis, Divine Feminine. And it's starting to take a toll on you. Because you could be dealing with people that's emotionally withdrawn, Divine Feminine. Or something like that. So Divine Feminine, the Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment with the Empress. Divine Feminine, this could even be you asking for a raise or asking for a promotion at your job. Or Divine Feminine, you taking some time off or something. Something like that going on. Let me put some tea on this energy. Yeah. What's the tea with the Nine of Cups and the Empress? Alright, so yeah, scarcity tactic. Some type of scarcity tactic. Divine Feminine, you might also have to give somebody a taste of their own medicine. Divine Feminine, you might have to give somebody a taste of their own medicine. Or like I said, tell somebody how you truly feel about something. Or Divine Feminine, give somebody a taste of their own medicine or something. Somebody wasn't treating you right. Or Divine Feminine, a child could have been taking advantage of you or disrespecting you. And Divine Feminine, this week you might have to put your foot down or something. Or Divine Feminine, somebody could have been doing a scarcity tactic on you. And you might relieve yourself of this situation when you speak your mind. Or when you pull back your energy from a situation. Somebody could have been doing this to you, Divine Feminine. And you're going to pull your energy back from the situation, Divine Feminine. Or you're going to get wish fulfillment over this scarcity tactic. Divine Feminine, this could have also been you. Divine Feminine, you might notice you was doing this to yourself. Like a scarcity tactic. What you call it? A poverty mindset. Divine Feminine, you might be delivered from having a poverty mindset. Like you confiscate, because you feel as though you got to prove a point, or you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, or whatever this is. Divine Feminine, this could be a poverty mindset or something. Some type of mindset that was actually a scarcity tactic. It's like, Divine Feminine, you could have been sabotaging yourself. What's the tea with the Knight of Cups and Justice? Yeah, we got travel. Something to do with traveling. And then we got family issues. So Divine Feminine, I don't know if your family could have a traveling company. Your family could have a traveling company, Divine Feminine. and you was working with your family. This travel was creating family issues. Or Divine Feminine, you could be you probably travel for work. Or Divine Feminine, your spouse probably traveled for work. And it was something to do with traveling was causing family issues. So Divine Feminine, you could be a truck driver. Divine Feminine, you could have your CDLs. And you was on the road too much, Divine Feminine. You could have been on the road too much. So Divine Feminine, for example, say like Divine Feminine, your lover, your husband, or your child's father, say like he drive trucks. And it's like Divine Feminine, you drive trucks too. But it's like Divine Feminine, both of y'all was working. Y'all was always on the road. And it's like Divine Feminine, y'all was making good money. Y'all make very good money. But it's like Divine Feminine, you as being the mother, you might decide to take some time off work. Because you really don't have to work like that. Because you have somebody that there with you. Your husband or your child's father or your boyfriend. He works too. So it's like Divine Feminine, you might make a sacrifice and take some time off. To like nurture the children. Or spend time with the kids. Because y'all kids could have been getting neglected or something like that. Or y'all kids could have been starting to rebel or have behavior issues at school or something. Because, like, y'all never home. Your kids is probably always with their grandparents or something, Divine Feminine. It's like you and your person traveling all the time. Both of y'all probably got, like, y'all trucking license or something. It was causing family issues, Divine Feminine. So it's like, Divine Feminine, your maternal instinct might kick in. And you might be the bigger person and just be like, you know what? Because it's like Divine Feminine, kids, things could be going on with your child or your children. And it's like Divine Feminine, your husband or the child's father, he like, I'm not getting off of work to go see what, I'm not, no, you do it, Divine Feminine. You the mother, I'm not doing it. So it's like Divine Feminine, you might have to be the bigger person. Because I'm picking up something that you're doing, Divine Feminine, you really don't have to do it. So it's like, Divine Feminine, you might have to take some time off and go see about the kids or solve a problem or see what's going on with them at school or something like that. Because it's like maybe your child's father, he refused to do it. He like, I ain't getting off of work to go see. No, you do it. You the mother. And it's like Divine Feminine, you the mother. You might have to step into your maternal instinct and go see what's going on with your kids. Or something like that. Alright. What's the tea with the Two of Pentacles or the Fool? Yeah, curious about you. Yeah. Yeah. Divine Feminine, somebody was concerned about you. Curious about you. When you was Two Pentacles and the Fool. You embarking on a new journey. Or yeah, something you was doing, Divine Feminine. Or you was trying to get something off the ground, working on a project, or something like that. But Divine Feminine, this person that's curious about you could be your lover, or your children, or maybe even your family. Divine Feminine, this could be your in-laws, or your parents, or your grandparents. They could have been starting to become concerned, Divine Feminine. Because you and your spouse is always working, and it's like the grandparents or the in-laws always got the kids. And it's like people were starting to be curious about, yeah, Divine Feminine. Like, is Divine Feminine okay? Should Divine Feminine be doing that? Do Divine Feminine have to do that? Or something like that? Divine Feminine, I just heard greed. I just heard greed. So, Divine Feminine, you could have been doing something being greedy. It's like, Divine Feminine, your family is successful. You guys are financially secure, financially independent. And I think, Divine Feminine, you was just overworking, but something else was lacking. So this is either your children or yourself. And Divine Feminine, people were starting to get curious about you, like concerned about you. Because you could have been just doing something out of greed. Because you wanted more money and more money and more money. But something was getting neglected or something like that, Divine Feminine. What's the tea with the Seven of Pentacles and Strength? Or Divine Feminine, this is your job. This could be your job. Divine Feminine working you like a dog. This could be your job that was doing this. Threatening you. Telling you if you don't come into work, when I say you coming, we're going to fire you. We're going to do this, do that. Divine Feminine, this week, you going to fix them. Yeah, this could have been your job, harassing you or abusing their power or authority, breaking laws or something like that, making you work like crazy. And it's like Divine Feminine, this can even be like maternity leave. It's like your job didn't want to give you like family leave benefits or something. Yeah, somebody was doing a scarcity tactic on you, Divine Feminine. This could be your employer or something. Then we got bad karma, yeah. Divine Feminine, you could have been working yourself to death. Yeah, or something like that was going on. Yeah. Divine Feminine, you was Seven Pentacles in Strength. You was trying to like prove yourself as worthy to somebody. Or endure something that you didn't necessarily have to endure. Yeah, and it was bad karma. Yeah. Divine Feminine, this person that's curious about you, this person could have been doing this to you on purpose. Yeah, this could be your employer or somebody. Yeah, Divine Feminine, you was getting bad karma. Or Divine Feminine, somebody was going to work you to death on purpose to give you bad karma. Yeah. Divine Feminine, somebody could have been undermining you on purpose. So Divine Feminine, this could be a spouse or something doing this to you. This could be a spouse. Something, for some of y'all, Divine Feminine, somebody was undermining you on purpose. Yeah, it's like Divine Feminine, somebody wanted you to have karma. So they kept you in that Emperor energy on purpose. Somebody was being mean to you, like cruel to you, Divine Feminine. And it's like they made you be stuck in that Emperor energy, or somebody wanted you to pay. Somebody thought, yeah, Divine Feminine, somebody had you some type of bad karma. Divine Feminine, for some of y'all, somebody could have been doing this to you on purpose, and it could have been like your child's father or a spouse or something. Yeah, then we got wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah. Divine Feminine, somebody was being cruel to you. Or something like that too. But, yeah. Divine Feminine, if you single, it could have been a man out here, Divine Feminine, disrespecting you. But Divine Feminine, this man was doing this, because you wasn't being the Empress, Divine Feminine. You was being the Emperor. So this man was doing this to you on purpose. I heard, Divine Feminine, this man made you eat your words. He made you eat your words. But Divine Feminine, this week, it's enough of that. Divine Feminine, you could have said something to this man that was very disrespectful in the past. And this man said to himself, okay, Divine Feminine, I'm going to fix you. I heard this man made you eat your words, Divine Feminine. But this man was giving... Divine Feminine, this man was giving you bad karma. But this week, it's enough of that. Whatever this man was doing, Divine Feminine, no, y'all even now. Bump all that. Yeah. Something like that was going on. Yeah. Divine Feminine, you going to get out this situation, though. Whatever this is, you going to get out this situation because you going to be the Empress. The Empress don't get played. The Empress do not get played. Yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit, a little rough. So Divine Feminine, I don't know if this man was like emotionally manhandling you. This could be emotional or mental abuse. Divine Feminine, somebody was doing to you. It could have been another man, one of your lovers or something, or your ex-husband or something. Divine Feminine. Something. But give me the scoop with the Nine of Cups, the Empress, and Scarcity Tactic. Give me a scoop on this. Hidden truth. You are hiding from your true self. Yep. So that's the scoop. Divine Feminine, you was hiding from your true self. True self. So Divine Feminine, for some of y'all, this is your father or your stepfather. Divine Feminine, it's like this man was treating you as if you was a boy or you're his son or something. Divine Feminine. This could be a family business and your father could have been like treating you like you a boy, Divine Feminine, or you're his son or something. It's like hidden truth. It's like Divine Feminine, somebody put you in a position like you was trying to prove yourself as worthy to this person. And this situation kept you from, you was hiding from your true self, Divine Feminine. So Divine Feminine, I don't know, you could be interacting with your father and you always wanted to please him. But it's like Divine Feminine, your father treats you like a boy or something. It's like you couldn't be feminine around him. Or this is a lover. It's like you couldn't be feminine around this person. This person didn't allow you to be feminine around them. Or this person didn't acknowledge your intuition. You couldn't be you around this person. So when you was interacting with this person or dealing with this person, or you offended this person, Divine Feminine, this person fixed it to where you would not be you around them. That's what this person did to you, Divine Feminine. So it's like, Divine Feminine, somebody, you unconsciously was on somebody else's agenda. Somebody had an agenda for you, and you was on that karmic cycle. And you were hiding from your true self. Something like that going on, yeah. Or you was trying to please somebody, Divine Feminine. Yeah, somebody had like very maybe high standards or something, Divine Feminine. And you like bumped that. That ain't me. That's not me. So Divine Feminine, for some of y'all, this could be your father. And you could have been trying to live up to his standards or something. Or this is like a lover or something. Divine Feminine, I also see you was dealing with a lover. You single. Divine Feminine, you liked it, this man. This man, you was more into this man than he was into you. So Divine Feminine, what this man used to do to you was manipulate you emotionally because he didn't like you. So it's like, Divine Feminine, when you would go in this man's energy, he would shut you down. So you couldn't like express yourself because he didn't want you to express yourself because this man didn't like you like that. So when you went in his energy trying to be loving and all that, Divine Feminine, this man manipulated you. He put you in check. Yeah, he didn't, yeah. A lover was doing this to you too, Divine Feminine. And, Divine Feminine, you didn't realize that this man fixed it to where you was doing something the way he wanted you to do it. But it was self-sabotaging you, Divine Feminine. Yeah, that's what this is. A man did this to you, Divine Feminine. And I think you liked it, this man, more than he liked it you. So it's like, Divine Feminine, if you don't operate something, you're going to lose it. So it's like, Divine Feminine, you was not operating in your feminine energy. You wasn't being the Empress. You was being the Emperor. So it's like, Divine Feminine, you almost lost your feminine side. Or something like that. Something like that was going on. But it's like this week, Divine Feminine, I think you're going to fix this situation. You're going to fix this situation. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like, Divine Feminine, this week you're not hiding from your true self no more. Because you're getting into your Empress energy. And that's your true self. That's like the ultimate feminine. That's the ultimate feminine. Yeah, something like that going on. All right. Or it's like, Divine Feminine, you could have been sacrificing yourself for a career or something. This could be your spouse or your father, Divine Feminine. It's like, Divine Feminine, because of your career, this man preferred for you to not get pregnant. Divine Feminine, you want kids. You want to be a wife. You want to be a mother. But because of this man or this job, it's like, Divine Feminine, you never got pregnant. Or you didn't have children. But Divine Feminine, it's like, Divine Feminine, this week, you might get off your birth control or something. Or Divine Feminine, it's like this week you might find out you pregnant and you keeping your baby. It's like, Divine Feminine, you keeping your baby. So if this man want to fire you, if this man want to divorce you because you pregnant, it's like, Divine Feminine, you saying to yourself, so be it. I'm not sacrificing who I am. I'm a woman. I'm a female. I want to have kids. And I'm not going to keep saying that I don't mind not having kids when I really do mind. I want to have children. Because I'm a female. I'm supposed to have children. Yeah. Some women don't mind. You know, some women make up their mind they don't want to have kids. And they fine with it. Divine Feminine, you not fine with that. You want to be the Empress. And you might find out this week you the Empress. Like you pregnant. And Divine Feminine, you keeping your baby. So if this masculine want to fire you, your boss or your manager like, oh, Divine Feminine, that's not good for your career. Don't do that. Divine Feminine, you like the hell with that. The hell with that. Yeah, something like that. What's the scoop with the Knight of Pentacles? Justice, travel, and family issues. Yeah, wrong way. The direction that you were moving in was the wrong way. Make a U-turn. And Divine Feminine, that's what you're going to do. The Knight of Wands. Something to do with traveling. So Divine Feminine, I don't know if you was in the process of trying to start up a traveling business or something with like your family or a lover or something. And it was too, Divine Feminine, you was going the wrong way, Divine Feminine. Or you was thinking about something from a wrong perspective. Or Divine Feminine, you was thinking about something the wrong way because somebody planted that seed in your mind, or that's how you was raised. So you was going the wrong way by default, Divine Feminine. Because this could have been something pertaining to your culture or how you were raised. Yeah, the direction that you were moving in was the wrong way. Make a U-turn. And Divine Feminine, that's what you're going to do. It's something to do with traveling. Yeah. And Divine Feminine, I don't think you want to do this. Divine Feminine, you could have got your trucking license because your child's father or your husband or your father wanted you to. And you wanted to appease them. And you don't want to be a truck driver no more. Or something like that, Divine Feminine. You probably want to be a stay-at-home mom or something. Yep. That's the scoop. Yeah. But Divine Feminine, you're going to do the right thing. And you're going to do what's right for you. Yeah. Yep. All right. What's the scoop with the Two of Pentacles, the Fool, and Curious About You? Blackmail. Someone could be getting blackmail. Oh. Divine Feminine, somebody trying to blackmail you? Divine Feminine, for some of y'all, you were getting blackmailed. For other you guys, Divine Feminine, someone was undermining you. And Divine Feminine, I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up on. I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up on. Divine Feminine, if you dealing with your father, unconsciously, or maybe consciously, Divine Feminine, your father could be upset because he wanted a boy. And you're not a boy. So it's like Divine Feminine, unconsciously, your father takes his anger out on you because you're not a boy, you a girl. Yeah. I didn't want to say that, but I'm going to say it because Divine Feminine, you was getting blackmailed because of who you are. You're a woman by default, by birth. And this could be your father. And deep down, Divine Feminine, he always probably wanted a boy. Maybe your mother kept having girls and he wanted a boy. Or Divine Feminine, this is your husband or your child's father. And Divine Feminine, you had a daughter, but your child's father really wanted a boy. So Divine Feminine, somebody is like undermining you, blackmailing you because of gender. And they made you pay, Divine Feminine. This person was making you pay. And this was a man doing this to you, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, I also just heard you could have been working, Divine Feminine, this career, you could be a truck driver, don't have to be. But this career you work in, Divine Feminine, is prominently men. And Divine Feminine, your superior, your co-workers, they was trying to force your hand to get you to leave this job. Yeah, because you a woman. Yeah, they was trying to force your hand. So Divine Feminine, they was giving you karma. And they was trying to figure out how long you would be able to endure this before you like let something go. Because I heard, Divine Feminine, somebody gonna make you eat your words. Or somebody was making you eat your words. So Divine Feminine, I don't know. You might decide that something is really not for you, like a career that's prominently like men. So it's like Divine Feminine, your coworkers or your superior, it's like they didn't want you working there, Divine Feminine, because you were female. And then it's like you could have had a disagreement with one of these men. And Divine Feminine, they overworked you because you had a disagreement with one of these men. So they threw the book at you, Divine Feminine. Yeah, somebody gave you bad karma and then wanted to see if you had the strength to endure it. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what this is. Yeah. Yep. Something like that going on, yeah. But Divine Feminine, somebody was blackmailing you. Someone could be getting blackmailed, yeah. Divine Feminine, I also see if you're giving someone a taste of their own medicine, you could be blackmailing somebody else. Divine Feminine, this could be like energetically or the power of the wits or something like that. Divine Feminine, you could be blackmailing somebody that was doing this to you. So you might reverse something or the tables is going to turn or something. Yeah. What's the scoop with the Seven of Pentacles and strength with that karma? Yeah, life purpose. Yep. Finding your life purpose. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Divine Feminine, I think somebody, Divine Feminine, somebody could have been wanting to give you back karma because you was on like the path to your life purpose. So somebody wanted to like burden you so you would get off this path concerning your life purpose. Yeah, somebody gave you back karma, Divine Feminine, for like doing the right thing or something. Yeah, Divine Feminine, somebody was giving you karma for doing the right thing. Or Divine Feminine, something happened that you had no control over. And that's like you being born a female or your child being born a female, Divine Feminine. And there was a masculine that was giving you bad karma because of something that was out of your control. And that was either your father, Divine Feminine, you being born a female, or this is your child's father or something. And you had a girl and he wanted you to have a boy. Or something like that. Yeah. Something like that going on. Yeah, so Divine Feminine, somebody could have been giving you bad karma because you did the right thing. Something to do with your life purpose. Or, Divine Feminine, are also seeing the cards, if this is like you self-sabotaging yourself, Divine Feminine, you're on your life purpose. You're doing something correct. Even though it may be taboo or it's against the social norm or gender norm or whatever. Divine Feminine, you're doing the right thing. You just have to learn to balance it. Because when you learn how to balance it, Divine Feminine, it won't be too much bad karma. Divine Feminine, I think you was getting bad karma because you wasn't balancing between your masculine and your feminine energy. You was just, in the past, Divine Feminine, you was just all masculine. Yeah. So it's like this is your life purpose, Divine Feminine. Don't completely like stop doing something or let somebody go or whatever this is. It's just Spirit is saying you have to balance something. If you don't balance, you gonna feel like you getting bad karma or you gonna feel like this is not for you. But it's not true. You just have to create balance. Yeah. Yeah. Give me the scoop about this person that's curious about Divine Feminine. Give me a scoop about this person. Yeah, Divine Feminine, somebody was jumping to conclusions. You may be jumping to conclusions without all the information. Yeah. So Divine Feminine, you could be you was being curious about yourself. Like you was wondering what the hell was going on. Why this keep happening? I thought I was doing the right thing. So why I'm getting karma? Why everything going wrong? Why the kids acting up? What is going on? So, Divine Feminine, you could have been being curious about yourself. Like, why was I doing that? Or Divine Feminine, when you was in your life path or whatever you was doing, somebody was curious about you and they was jumping to conclusions, Divine Feminine, about why something wasn't working. So, Divine Feminine, somebody could have misunderstood you and gave you karma because they misunderstood you. Yeah, Divine Feminine, I think somebody misunderstood you. And this person gave you like some bad karma that wasn't meant for you. Yeah, somebody was curious about you. And they were jumping to conclusions, Divine Feminine, because you was getting bad karma. But Divine Feminine, it wasn't because you was doing something wrong. You wasn't balancing something. It wasn't necessarily that you was on the wrong path. You just wasn't balancing your path that you was on. So I think somebody could have made life a little bit harder for you, Divine Feminine, when they didn't have to. Because they misunderstood you. Or something like that going on. Divine Feminine, for some of y'all, this could be your child doing this to you. Yeah. It's like your child, Divine Feminine, trying to teach you a lesson. Or something, yeah. Divine Feminine, your child is looking at you from a childish standpoint. Divine Feminine, your child probably think you crazy or something. Your child something. Somebody jumping to conclusions and they curious about you, Divine Feminine. That you don't know what you doing or something. Yeah, let me see. This person that's curious about Divine Feminine, what's their issue with Divine Feminine? Oh, yeah, Divine Feminine, this could be a lover. Divine Feminine, your lover, if you travel for work, Divine Feminine, your lover could have been thinking that you was cheating on him or something. Yeah, Divine Feminine, I think you were stressed out just from everyday life. And you wasn't having sex with your lover. And Divine Feminine, your lover could have offended you because they thought you was cheating. Because that's this person's issue with you, boring sex coming out sideways. Yeah. So Divine Feminine, this could have been a lover that offended you. They misunderstood you why you didn't want to have sex with them. Yeah. So your lover could have did something to you, Divine Feminine, to make matters worse. Yeah. Something like that happened. Yeah. Yeah. So, Divine Feminine, I don't know if your lover could have got you fired because they thought you was cheating on them or something. Your lover could have got you fired or something. And you might find out this week or something. Somebody that was curious about you, Divine Feminine, their issue with you is that boring sex coming out sideways. So Divine Feminine, your lover want to know why you're not having sex with them. Divine Feminine, a lover of yours could have even been thinking that you was getting bad karma in life because you was cheating on them. And that wasn't true. Divine Feminine, you was getting bad karma in life because you wasn't balancing your masculine with your feminine energy. But in your lover, like, being selfish, thinking, oh yeah, that's what Divine Feminine get. Divine Feminine cheating on me. Or something like that. So it's like Divine Feminine, your lover wasn't helping you. You had to carry, like, burdens by yourself or something. Or something like that going on, misunderstanding. But Divine Feminine, I think the solution to all your problems is to stay in this Empress energy or balance it. Stay in this energy or balance it. Or Divine Feminine, this man, whoever this man is, your husband, child's father, boss, superior, whoever this person is, Divine Feminine, the solution to all your problems, Divine Feminine, is to love yourself more. Yeah. Because it's like, Divine Feminine, when you love yourself more, it's like all this confusion is going to automatically clear up. Like, this man misunderstanding you, this man not liking you. I think, Divine Feminine, it's a man in your life that's misunderstanding you, and he's making matters worse. But, Divine Feminine, when you start loving yourself more, everything is going to clear up because you're in, like, your proper position. Or something like that. Because, Divine Feminine, you wasn't in your proper place. Somebody was doing something because you wasn't in your rightful place. Somebody was doing something against you because you wasn't in position, or you wasn't playing your position right, or something like that. Yeah, so it's like somebody else took something the wrong way, Divine Feminine. Yeah, and it could be a lover. Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, then we have childish. Someone is being very childish. So, Divine Feminine, this is your child or a lover that's doing this. Or Divine Feminine, that could be you. That could have been you being very childish. It's like, Divine Feminine, I also see you could have been unconsciously trying to prove a point that wasn't necessary. And you ended up taking the short end of the stick, Divine Feminine, because you was trying to prove a point that wasn't necessary. And it caused, like, a whole bunch of confusion. So, again, somebody being childish, Divine Feminine, is either you, this man, or it's like your child. Divine Feminine, also be mindful, too. What I see is going on. You could have a lover or your child's father or your husband. Divine Feminine, you have kids, and your kids is going back telling this man stuff that's not true about you. Because they're being childish. Your child is doing this, Divine Feminine. It's like, Divine Feminine, your child could be lying on you. Because they're mad at you. So, Divine Feminine, your child could be saying, it's a child, like, causing confusion, Divine Feminine. Something like that. So, be mindful of that. Yeah, Divine Feminine, your child could be going back telling your child's father stuff that's not true because your child is upset at you. Or Divine Feminine, your child might cause an uproar in the home and lie on you to the father because, Divine Feminine, this child don't want to do something that you want them to do, or you want this child to go somewhere, Divine Feminine, that they don't want to go. So this child is going to go tell their father something about you, Divine Feminine, that's not true. I see that happening too. So Divine Feminine, be mindful of that. Yeah. Yep. So Yeah, something like that going on. Then at the bottom of the deck, we have control freak. A strong need to control you and everything else their way or no way. Yeah. So Divine Feminine, for some of y'all, this is a man. This could be your father. A man you have kids by. Or this is your child. That's a control freak, Divine Feminine. Yeah. And then we have dirt digging. Looking for dirt on you. Yeah, Divine Feminine. This is a man in your life, or this is your child doing this. Because they being childish. Because your child don't want to do something. Yeah. So, Divine Feminine, just be mindful of that. Especially if your child is like maybe a preteen. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody has a strong need to control you and everything else. Their way or no way, Divine Feminine. So, if this is a child, be careful. If this is a child that's like a control freak, so, that's what I have. So, I'm going to end it. So, let me see something. If this person that's curious about Divine Feminine, if this is Divine Feminine's child, what is the Divine Feminine's child issue with Divine Feminine? What is Divine Feminine's child issue with Divine Feminine? Slick moves. See, yeah. Allowing shit to slide, trying to get away with shit. Divine Feminine, your child think you trying to get away with something? Divine Feminine, your child, Divine Feminine, say like you married and you living in a household. Divine Feminine, you, say like you and your husband or your child's father. It's like y'all get into arguments. And Divine Feminine, your child see, your child witnesses your lover yell at you. And it's like Divine Feminine, your child wants to treat you how your lover treats you. And it's like Divine Feminine, you won't allow your child to argue with you like you argue with your lover. So Divine Feminine, your child think you trying to get away with shit. Something like that is going on. Divine Feminine, you doing something by the book. And your child is like misunderstanding something. Yeah, it's like Divine Feminine, your child like, Daddy yell at you. Why I can't yell at you? But it's like Divine Feminine, you doing something by the book. You trying to explain to your child, you can't talk to me like your father talked to me. That's your dad. That's my husband. You not my husband. You my son. Like something like that going on, Divine Feminine. You gonna have to explain something to this child or something. Yeah, Divine Feminine. Or Divine Feminine, your child,